I've got a quick bone to pick. I don't know if we want to do a lot of banter, but I've gotten through some of the shows that I was watching, and it's really difficult as an anime enjoyer because I've got a lot on my list, and I want to get through them. But some of them are just hot garbage.
Yeah.
And you never know until you get at least 2 or 3 episodes in.
Yep. At least you're willing to admit it, though. There are some people who are so fanny that they're just like, I can't say that anything is bad about anything.
Oh, no. Some of them are the worst things that I've ever seen.
And some of them start off really good,
but
then they get shitty.
Yep.
And that's fine, too.
There's some that are like super lighthearted and happy-go-lucky, and then you get to like the second to the last or the last episode, and it turns real fucking dark, real fucking fast, and it's like, where was my fun? I was enjoying this.
I don't mind those.
Why am I watching this schoolgirl have to murder her mother or some shit?
I do love a nice last act swerve.
Yeah, but I like them better if there's swerves throughout, where you go, oh, this is probably going to get dark. I'm going to go ahead and emotionally prepare myself. One of these characters might not make it out of here, as opposed to, oh, look at this fun slice of life high school drama that suddenly now the main protagonist is cutting their hanged friend down out of the rafters because they committed suicide. I'm like, where the fuck did this come from?
You're watching some weird dark shit. I gotta be honest with you.
Those are the types.
Yeah, he is.
Point. I'm trying
Those
not to.
are the types that my niece will recommend to me, and then do the Mr. Burns fingers. Like basically, she's like, "Oh, you're gonna love it," and then she starts laughing real hard, and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, no, I need to be emotionally prepared going into this. That this is not what it seems." And Trinity loves that.
I got one for you, Frakes. Triage X.
I started Triage X, and I got to like episode 2, and I'm like, I don't like where this is going. I don't like at all where this is going.
It's very fan
it's fan servicey. Oh yeah,
fan servicey, but it's actually got a good story.
Yeah, it's a real edgy story. And I haven't been in the mood for that kind of edge. I've been wanting to just enjoy some slice of life and some will they, won't they romantic comedy lightness, because the world is a dark, terrifying, and horrible place. And I want to escape it for a little while.
It's just their boob physics on there is kind of strange. I'm kind of like going, boobs don't react like that. That's not realistic. That's not even close to being realistic.
It's like a Skyrim mod.
Keep your eyes glued, Jeff. That's why they did that. We'll make this boob physic a little off. That way these old men will be like, that's not how a titty should look. And they'll watch until they think we'll fix it. But we never do.
That one's going up and that one's going down, but she's hopping in the same direction. What is happening?
She's doing a cartwheel. Wait, I don't know if that's how that works either.
No.
Unless she got really wide boobs, I guess, centrifugal.
Like the ending credits of the show where they're doing some animation in the background. They're showing one of the women on there, and her boobs are just jiggling. For no reason, they're just jiggling.
She's standing stone still.
they're just jiggling for like no reason. And then later on, she's like riding a motorcycle and they're stock still. I'm like, okay, there you could have put jiggling.
No, that's muscle control. They're showing off her muscle control.
Well, like a lot of these big boobied anime girls, they're like an old car. They have like a lot of run-on time once they stop. Stop. Boobs keep going. Then they finally shut off.
I saw one that made me giggle. This lady snapped a fan closed, and the movement of her flicking her wrist to snap her fan closed caused her boobs to bounce almost to her chin and down to her rib cage in separate movements. It was like,
Now that sounds like a real comedy to me.
oh, it was.
What
It
is
was.
that?
I want to say Dragonar. I want to think that's
Okay.
what that was in.
I like absurd shit like that. That's funny to me.
Oh, then you'll like EIKEN, Icon.
EIKIN.
That's what I was saying.
EIKEN. It's a ridiculous show.
I'm writing it down.
Like as ridiculous as that one where people like just mega orgasm over how food looks.
Oh, much more so.
What, Food
Yeah.
Wars?
Food Wars is like,
I love Food
it's
Wars.
fantastic, but it's not like ridiculous.
I don't
Right.
know. Like
guess
all I've ever seen is the food orgasm compilation. So like I'm assuming the
I
entire
was
show.
gonna say, I guess
like
you
that.
get like numb to it after a little
Mhm.
while.
You do.
If you just keep watching
You
it.
You just go, oh, okay, that's just the reaction that these people have to this amazing
Yeah.
food. Sure.
Yeah, because it's like when they're doing their contest, they'll like get orgasms from eating the food and like their clothes blow off, or they'll show some fantasy scene where they're floating in the clouds naked
Mhm.
and having an orgasm while
Like,
eating the
okay.
food.
Or the
Yeah,
clothes come back on. That's the one that got me.
Here's my question. Having never seen the show, are these scenes diegetic?
No.
Are they really happening in the reality of the cartoon, or is this
Well,
The
all
chairman,
mental?
the chairman will lose clothes.
yeah, like that's what I was gonna say. It's like, like they make the whole audience lose their clothes or something like that. And
Yeah.
people are like, oh, that's how you know that it was this good, because not only did her clothes come off, everybody in the first 60 rows, their clothes came off too.
popped a boner so hard
know?
the pants exploded.
Yeah.
There was a sneaky scene, a scene of sneaky orgasm where the chairman doesn't realize that he blew his underoos off until after the contest
yeah.
was over, and he was walking into the restroom. Was like, "Ooh, that's breezy."
Yeah. It's like, oh, surprised even me.
Now, granted, the writer of that show did originally write hentai, so
So to go back to that, then with the boob physics, I used to be into hentai, still am a little, but I used to too. And for shits and gigs, because we have a Patreon, and I'm like, I like to look at other Patreons. You ever looked at some of these hentai Patreons?
no, it's
Those dudes are making so much fucking money.
yeah,
Yeah.
because hentai is art.
They are drawing titties that jiggle, and people are paying them thousands of dollars. It is insane. So for you arts in our group here,
Yeah, I was gonna say, get better at it.
just bite the bullet, draw some jiggly titties and weird tentacle porn, and we'll add that to our Patreon.
Mhm.
Make it 18 plus, and
Maybe I need to add breasts to the spaceship.
Oh yeah, just huge mommy milkers right there on the front of the spaceship.
You're so gay.
I call them mommy milkers. So uncomfortable with the human female anatomy. You have to slap a matriarchal tone onto it.
Oh, but no, like in all seriousness, I've gone to some of these hentai Patreons. I haven't paid any for it, but a lot of them leave up like the number of people who are subscribed and how much money they make, and the numbers made me go, I really wish I could draw hot hentai shit, because I would totally sell that to people online.
Yeah.
I mean, would we want that on our Patreon? Because I am a
I mean, we just start
consumer
a
of-
second one.
Yeah.
I'm a consumer of vast amounts of that kind of content, and there might be something up here that I could draw from. So,
Furry artists make just as much.
hmm.
Yeah.
Franks, go to the Reddit
Our
hentai
third
page.
one.
Go to the Reddit hentai page. I know you're not scared to.
No,
And then just scroll through those photos.
He's
and
like,
see one.
favorited tab number one.
Oh, you mean what I'm looking at right now?
Favorited tab number one.
Look for the ones that
Let me go to
say
that bookmark.
buy. They'll say buy, and some of the photos will have a Patreon like name on it. And then just for shits and gigs, go look at their Patreon page. And I'm telling you, the amount of money these dudes are making to draw cartoons, it's insane.
Well, I mean, it's a big industry.
Yeah.
Of weird jerk off drawings, which is okay.
I mean, think about the pornography industry in general and how much money that makes, and how pornography really is. It's the vanguard of technology.
It's the reason the internet is popular.
Yes,
it's the reason Bluetooth or Blu-ray beat out. What was the other one? I can't even remember because porn picked Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're talking about Laserdisc or whatever.
Laserdisc,
yeah.
It's the reason that VR started gaining popular. It's the reason that our phone screens got bigger when we realized that we could actually look at porn on our phones.
Mm-hmm.
And they vibrate too.
That's when the screens started getting bigger. God damn it, Jeff.
I didn't say that as a joke at all.
It also killed.
The phone's vibrating are the reason he still uses a fanny pack.
He's got like 9 phones.
Hey, that's why I still use a rotary phone, man. Every time you wheel that little wheel around.
You got some weird kinks, my friend.
All done every time.
Oh god! They also picked VHS over Betamax, which was a mistake because Betamax just looked better. Let's be honest.
Well, but see, that's my whole point. The pornography industry is the vanguard of technological growth, and it has been since people started drawing on cave walls. They started adding color because it wasn't stimulating enough for stick figures. So they started finding pigments to mix together so that they could get the right nipple color.
Sorry.
I mean,
the thing I think about when I think about cave art is like animal drawing. So like initially,
pornography
right out the gate. Yeah,
that's a beautiful deer, but what if it had a dick?
What if it had huge tits and a dick?
Yeah, those aren't spears that the hunters are using.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, they were definitely hunting the woolly mammoth, if you know what I mean.
Don't get me started on those cave bears. All right.
That one was also sexual.
Was it?